Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Steven with North Trail RV in Fort Myers, and today we are going to be taking a look at our 2024 Newmar Superstar model 4065, which is a bunk bed model. I want to point out a couple of things in the front. So for 2024, the Freightliner M2106 truck that this is built on got somewhat of a redesign. There's only a couple things on the outside, so it got a new grille and it got a new hood vent on the driver's side. In the front of the grille here, this is the front camera, forward-facing camera for your 360 camera system. And then I'll pull the hood forward here so you can see how accessible this is. If you do want to do your own service, oil filters, fuel filters, air cleaner, you've got enough space to actually stand inside the front bumper here and do basic services without having to take it to a service center. And that is alluring for a lot of people who like to do their own maintenance. And then carried over from previous years, Newmar builds all of these step covers, their own steps in-house. So these are fiberglassed and painted to cover over the fuel tanks. The M2 truck does have saddle fuel tanks up front, and they give you a keyed lock to access the saddle tank on either side. So instead of just having your Freightliner steel steps out here, Newmar thought this would be a much more aesthetic look, and it definitely is. The 4065, because it is a triple slide, is a mid-entry. So your entry door is in the middle. Under your front small slide, you've got two large storage compartments. And then up here you can see you have Carefree slide toppers on all of your slides. And you also have completely enclosed window awnings on all of your windows. These large compartment doors not under a slide. One is a storage compartment, and it has your CFX Dometic slide out fridge freezer. They use a smaller version in here, so it doesn't take up the entire storage bay, and you still have about 70% of the bay. And because the galley in this motorhome is mounted, the fridge on this side, and there is no slide here, your TV goes down below. And it is also on a swivel mount with a Bose soundbar. This is one thing that makes the Superstar unique to other Super Cs, is they actually do have a pass-through storage compartment. So you do get a slide-out tray that's about a 50%, and the other side, which when we get around there, you'll see is open. You can also access some of this storage from the back. So you have a pull lever here. You have a tool tray or storage racks, whatever you'd like to use them for up here. And then you can access the interior of the storage from either side or the rear. The Superstar has a 9-liter Cummins. It makes 360 horsepower. It is the 9L block, and they do give it a real 20,000-pound tow capacity, 20,000-pound hitch. Over here, you can see the other side of the storage, the open side. So for a lot of folks that have taller stuff, the slide-out tray may eat some of your height. You actually have a full height in here. If you wanted to add a small tray to this side, you could. The next bay here is Newmar's infamous built in-house wet bay. So all stainless steel, everything is labeled. You have actually electric tank valves out here, just like some of the buses. So electric open and close for your black and gray tanks, whole house water filter, outside shower, and you also have a power reel for your water hose. The Superstar has an 8 kW Onan generator. There's 2 roof air conditioners on the roof, and it is more than plenty mounted in here. Your slide out tray with all your batteries, which is also built by Motorhome, is housed in the next compartment. The tray fully slides out, so if you ever have to swap batteries or replace batteries, it comes all the way out, and it's easy to get your batteries out of here. The next bay up, you have your Oasis Chinook hydronic heating system and your hydraulic pump. Your 50 amp power cord reel is mounted in the very front compartment, but they do give you an extra long cord, as most of your hookups are in the back of the campsite. So here you can see where the cab of the truck is able to move independently from the body of the motorhome, which is unique to the Superstar only. So Newmar keeps the air cab on the truck and has a gasketed seam between the cab and the body. So the truck itself, what you're riding in, driver passenger, maintains its air ride privileges, if you will. So you have an air seat and an air cab, and that's what gives the Superstar such a smooth ride. They also use larger tires than a lot of the other Super Cs, so you get a 315/80 on the front, which just helps it give it an even cushier of a ride. So the interior of the Superstar 4065, these decor package is called Seguro, and this is Glacier maple wood, which is their lightest wood. So you have a full wall slide, triple slide floor plan with a dinette booth passenger and a pop-up TV. This dinette booth also makes a bed, a drop-down bed. This is a Dream dinette. And then you have a fold-out sleeper on this side. So you can sleep people in the front of this motorhome. In the galley, which is in the full wall slide on the 4065, you have a removable induction cooktop and an extra large divided stainless steel sink. And you also have an extra bit of flip up countertop. Solid surface Corian countertops throughout. And you can see the overhead storage, so that in both sides, above the couch and above the dinette, you have fairly deep storage compartments, cabinets. In the back of the galley, you have both a pantry and a closet, and or if you want to use this as a pantry as well. So you have slide out pantry drawers, floor to ceiling in the slide. And because this is a bunk bed model, you can use this as a hanging wardrobe, a closet, or some folks that don't have others traveling with them or using the bunks for people and their gear will use this as an additional pantry. On the other side, you have the 3-door residential Whirlpool fridge and an extra large storage compartment that goes all the way to the wall above the fridge. So like we said, 4065 is the only Superstar bunk bed layout. So you have two 72-inch bunks with a removable ladder, which will store up out of the way. And each bunk has its own television screen for passengers. Each bunk also has its own individual window that does open. Across from the bunks, you have your all-in-one bathroom with a pocket door, rectangular shower, single sink, and porcelain toilet. In the bedroom of the 4065, you have a full-size king bed, and you still also have a full-size wardrobe on the back wall. Next to the wardrobe is a stackable Blvd washer dryer. This is an option. We order ours with it. If you did want to order one, you could order it without if you would like the extra closet space. You can see the bedroom TV here and its electronics cabinet. Newmar's using all 4K Samsung LED TVs inside and outside. So in the cockpit of the Superstar, you will see that the Freightliner M2 truck has been completely redesigned for 2024. So it has a new dash panel, new instrument cluster, new steering wheel. Of course, it gets Newmar's infotainment center, the same as their large diesels. All of your buttons and controls have been moved on the new dash panel, and you actually have a digital instrument cluster in between your analog gauges now that shows your tire pressure monitoring. The old trucks had a separate screen over here with tire pressures, and it is now all integrated into the dash panel for 2024. The cab on the Superstar, if I stand up here, you should be able to see better, is an independent cab and moves independently separately from the body of the coach itself. So Newmar opts to keep the air cab on the truck and it is not bonded to the body of the motorhome itself. So it allows the cab of the truck to still ride on air, which will give you a smoother ride, and you still have your air seats on top of the air cap. You can use either or both. So we've had a couple requests to see some of these coaches with the slides closed up. So this is the 4065 Superstar. Both front slide, full wall slide, and bed slide are in. You do still have a walkway here between the dinette and the sofa, but when you get to where the entryway is, you have a lot of room, full size or full access rather to your kitchen. There's really nothing that you couldn't do in the galley and get to the bathroom, in which you have a pocket door. You have a full entry into the bathroom. Thank you guys for watching. Again, my name is Steven with North Trail RV in Fort Myers, Florida. If you have a question about this Superstar, a Superstar, or any of our Newmar products, please give us a call, and don't forget to like and subscribe.